Flyboy Inc. here, homie, with Food News Broadcasting. Shout out to all you sick ass fools out there in the YouTube yarda, homie. First of all, I want to say Cubo and welcome to the American Cholo YouTube channel, homie. And shout out to that fool. That Food News is here in the building. Shout out to my guest today, homie. I got Nayely Alvarez. Nayely Alvarez in the building, homie. Also known as Nayely Romero, aka Mrs. Proper Frenchies, homie. So say what's up to her.
What's up, everybody?
That's right. What's up, homegirl? And then over to my right, homie, I got Carlos Orellano from Lompoc, California, homie. What's up, big dog?
What's up? You got it right this time, fucker.
Under pressure, I work
right,
best.
bro.
That's right. So, homie, we're right here at the American Cholo Studios in North Hollywood, California, homie, with American Cholo as engineer, DJ.
They got me working for. What are you
Right, right. So, shout out to you, homie. Thank you for having me again on what seems to be the weekly show of Food News Broadcasting. So, shout out to you fools for making it to the second episode.
That's right, man. Thank you for inviting me to the yarda, homie.
The YouTube yarda age, homie. This is like the level 4.
This is the only. This is the only yarda I've ever been to.
If you make it to the Instagram yarda, that's like level 3. But YouTube yarda for sure, homie. You made it to the big dog.
That's a good one. Yeah, YouTube yarda's cold. Homie.
Yeah, and if you get kicked out, that's YouTube oil. Right. So
I've been there.
First of all, homie, I want to shout out my sponsors right now, homie. I want to take a little time to say thank you, homie, to the homies from Killer Kush, dog. You fools out there always representing, homie, in the city of Whittier, California. Killer Kush, out of Greenleaf Botanicals, homies. Them fools always come correct. I wouldn't be wearing this Food News chain if it wasn't for Killer Kush, homie. So shout out to that fool. And also, I want to give a big shout out to Hadar Extracts, homie, all the way in Woodland Hills, homie. This dude is big time, homie. So shout out to both these vatos because, as you fools know, homie, every stash and grab that I do, every little anything that I do, homie, goes through Killer Kush and Hadar Extracts, homie, and they give me the capacity and the means to move around the way I want to. So shout out to them fools, homie. Keep it green, and you know what I mean, homie. So moving forward,
they say TikTok is level 1 for just let you out the
TikTok is the peseta yard of.
Oh, dude.
TikTok is the internet peseta yard, homie.
Is TikTok doesn't wife or what?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They're all in
Damn,
China.
fool. I'm no longer the TikTok king, homie.
Well, they can't. Well, you know
that's
what?
how I heard of you.
No, they were like a. Like
So
a
you were big on TikTok, huh?
Yeah.
Carlos,
Yeah.
let's just dive right into
Sorry,
it.
man. Yeah, dive right in, homie.
So we'll start off with you and your story today. So you're big, obviously. You're on TikTok. You're big on Instagram. I think you were somewhere like 2 million followers. Or something like that?
On TikTok. Yeah.
On TikTok, that many, huh?
Yeah, man. I got it, man.
You still have, like, where you at now? Like 2 million?
Yeah. Now I'm at 100,000.
Whoa, wait a minute. What?
Yeah, man. We're gonna get to that later.
One step forward, 2 steps
Nah,
back.
they shut me down, man. They shut me down my first page. I was on my way up, man, and then I do a lot of roasting, so sometimes a roasting gets racial.
Yeah.
And bam, my page was gone. I didn't think nothing of it. I thought I was gonna get it back, but shit.
Yeah.
They kept that mug.
So you just used to clown fools on there?
Yeah, well, I clown fools all day, man. You know what I mean? I just I'm a friendly clowner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
with a smile on your face.
and my smile on my face,
I see
man.
That. You see this little smile?
Yeah,
How
man.
much you pay for that?
Dog. Yeah, man.
That's just too pretty, homie. And that shit's not natural.
Yeah, I know.
That's how they Guatemalans get down, or what? This fool.
Yeah, man. I've been in the industry for 15 years, dog. So it's 15 years of putting in work and then jumping to TikTok all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I'm one of the first to be fully tattooed doing comedy. I was one of the beginners of the Cholo comedy.
Wow.
I was here before Foods Gone Wild and before all them foods,
That's right.
Yeah, you're still here.
And I'm still here.
That's right. So you just roasting fools, and all of a sudden the TikTok police came and just put you in TikTok purgatory, or how that happened?
Yeah, well, okay, so I would go live with like the Island Boys and smash on them, and then I would.
I remember that. I remember that.
I smashed on them, bro.
I seen that.
And then I went live with.
Wait. Let's get back. What do you mean you smashed them? What does that mean?
Oh shit! Wait, I gotta word it right.
Yeah.
Because they smash each other. Hold on. I roasted them, I roasted them. Yeah, dog. So I would roast them, and then more people would come. I'll roast them. All the little YouTubers. You
Yeah,
know,
the up and coming.
I would. Everybody knows me as Big Daddy on the little YouTubers. I'm the older guy, dog. So
Yeah.
I'm. I used to just roast everybody, and everybody just said, "This fucker, he's gonna come in here
Yeah.
and roast." People would add me just to roast. But people would always tell me, like, the Island Boys would go, "Hey, get Carlos in here, get Carlos in here. I want him to roast this guy." You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
Man,
Shout out to
hey, I know what that's like though. No, shout out who?
Shout out to the Island Boys, man. Even though they're fucking weird, man,
Fuck
they
them
put
Island boys.
me
I don't
on.
give a fuck. Shit. Who knew said it?
Fuck you, Red. Fuck you, Soldier. You bitch.
Yeah. Anyhow, no, I'm just fucking with them.
Island boy
No,
beef, homeboy.
Yeah.
No, but I know what that feels like because I was on the come up on TikTok last year, homie, with my before Food News. I was just Flyboy Inc. and I'm still there as far as my page. Flyboy Inc. is still there on TikTok, but I got to 12K and I would go live, right? And I would get like 300-400 new followers every live.
Yeah.
Because people, I was trying to catch on, and I don't know what happened. People were hating. Next thing you know, fucking TikTok peseta yard homie took me out.
Oh man.
Next thing, now I'm not. I mean,
That's why he don't like TikTok.
Yeah,
homeboy.
well, yeah.
That's why he don't like TikTok.
they roll me up.
It's because you're an OG, homie.
They roll me up.
Yeah, they did. Now TikTok's dope, homie. It's cracking
Yeah.
in TikTok.
No,
TikTok
it is,
is
homie, but
It's
I just feel some type of way.
I
Yes.
think it's more of an entertainment kind of thing.
You know what I chip out on though? But the difference between TikTok, motherfuckers in TikTok have whole relationships. Like somebody could be married on TikTok, right? Like have a
yeah.
righteous marriage, and on like in real life have a righteous marriage, and on TikTok they have a TikTok husband, TikTok kids.
Oh,
no way.
No, listen. Yeah, they even have a TikTok
Exposing
dog.
game. Exposing
I see it.
Fuck Cat Williams. We got Food News exposing TikTok.
I'm gonna expose this game on TikTok, homie. So TikTok,
Damn.
what they do is they start families on there, right? And I got sucked into this and real quick because
You got sucked into that?
Well, no. What happened was I was fresh into like coming in out of a divorce, and
Okay.
like I was back on my own, and life hits you.
Yeah,
when
for sure.
Reality gets in the way, right? So I went into TikTok world, and I started noticing that they had like little cliques in there, and they started calling us out like the Warriors and the fucking the this and the Nightcrawlers and this all these different names, right? And they hashtag these things, and they recruit these people, and these people fall in love, bro. And I seen it because. Like this Hina had a whole TikTok husband, but her real husband was coming home, like he would work nights. And she would be
That's
on the live,
crazy.
and I'll be like,
Nacho,
who
bro.
just got
That's
here? Oh, my
crazy.
man. Like, wait a minute. I thought your man lived over here in Texas, but you live in Arkansas. Like, oh, that's my TikTok husband. Like, what? No. So, trucha for TikTok, homie. That's what I
Trucha,
say.
man.
TikTok is, I'm exposing these fools,
Hey,
homie.
hey,
And
but TikTok
check
is
your lady. If your lady's on
Hey.
TikTok, you better check who the fuck she's
TikTok
talking to.
is a place where you can be cutting fruta, fool, and have it there, and you have
Or-
1,000,
or-
2,000
or-
people
or
watching.
cutting-
Yeah,
or
yeah,
cutting
yeah.
somebody else's fruta.
I don't know. That's your fans only, fool.
I'm just saying, only fools doesn't
Fools
pertain
only,
to
only
TikTok.
fools.
So anyhow, I understand TikTok. TikTok is a
Yeah, there's a
savage.
devil, man. But look, I didn't think nothing of it when they deleted me, dog. It didn't kick in until nobody really wanted to work with me no more after
Oh,
I lost the
wow.
followers. That's when everybody goes, you don't have nothing you have nothing to promote now. So now, like, off to the next.
So you're only as good as your
Yeah, you're only
following.
as good as your follower.
As your likes
In
and
my
everything.
world, bro. In my world, that's how it is, bro. So I kept working. Even though I had, everybody says, what happened? You fell off. I never fell off. Look at my page. I release
still
videos
there?
every
Is it still
day.
there at least?
Yeah.
Your
well,
old page?
No, they
took it
deleted it.
completely?
Yeah. So now I reworked it. I'm at like 200,000, but.
That's a lot still.
But still,
How long
man.
did
I was,
that take
when
you to
you're almost at 2 million, man.
Yeah.
So did you
yeah,
fall like?
nothing.
How did that make you feel inside? Did you fall like into like a depression? Or did
you know
it
what?
really
I
hit-
didn't fall into depression until a year later when my career was like not
when
moving.
your money really started
I
running
wasn't
out.
moving, and normally I get people, with promos and wanting to promote them on TikTok because of the following. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's how it is.
So
man.
you took not only took a hit in the following, but you also took a hit in your wallet.
Yeah.
So
It's
is
like that.
Is
It's
that when you started tripping when you
yeah,
started
it's-
seeing that your wallet really started shrinking?
Yeah. It's like boxers when they're in their prime and then all of a sudden they get busted for a year.
Yeah.
And 2 years, that's 2 years. Like, damn, now they have to come back and start all over again. Like Mike Tyson did back in the days,
Fool, they just took my main account on Instagram like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
so
man.
I understand.
No, it
but-
hurts. It hurts you, dog. It
But
hurts
you know what though? I look at it like this, homie. That you might have had 2 million followers. And how long did you have that account, like from beginning to end?
TikTok took me to get 2 million followers. It took me a year and a half.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That ain't nuts.
That's fast, bro.
Yeah, because I told you I was in the game for a long time. So right when I jumped on, everybody was just followed
just
suit
followed
right
suit
away.
right
Right
away.
away. I mean, yeah.
Well, what's the name? Don't hurt either, fool. All the facial tattoos don't hurt either.
Yeah,
When you see
shit.
those face tattoos, you want to click,
Bro, I've been watching this fool. I started watching him when I got out of prison in 2015.
Right.
And obviously his face
course.
tats stood
Yeah,
out.
that's what caught my
And
attention.
yeah, I didn't know that you went through like this whole TikTok.
Yeah, I went
beat
through a whole
down, you know?
scandal, bro. I went.
beat down.
Dog, I got not only.
that took a hold.
Nah,
of
he
you
got
and-
removed.
No,
bro.
from everything. I got my TikTok the next day, my Instagram the next day, my Facebook, all in within a week.
All taken away.
Yeah, dog. I think that roast right there, I was promoting it too much, and it's too much, dog. You know.
Well, I mean, you're here now. Look at you.
Yeah, man. Now I'm.
So what are you doing now? Like what?
I'm doing the
what-
same exact thing I did when I was on top of my game, man. I'm just
That's
working
right.
every day, releasing videos every day, trying to think of new stuff every day,
So
man.
do you are you releasing new content or are you releasing like old content from years ago?
I switched it up. Well, for the years that I was down,
Yeah.
I released all the old stuff. I
Do
kept
you-
releasing
do-
it over
okay,
and
did
over
you
again.
Do you find that you get the same response as you did the first
Yes,
time?
yes, yeah. Because my page, like, let's say I open a new page, and I put all my old videos there.
Yeah.
They go viral again. It's just all they do is just go viral again.
I
you know what I
get
mean?
the
Dope.
opposite. If I get a video that
That's
I
good.
posted,
Yeah,
That
that's
is good.
if
Yeah.
I get a video that I
think I'm
posted and
gonna
went
take that
viral, if they got taken down, like Flyboy got taken down 2 weeks ago, right?
yeah,
So I tried reposting some of my viral videos from
Yeah.
that page because they're no longer up. And bro, 200 likes
Yeah.
when before the 15K likes.
Yeah, but you'll get the in 15 years of experience, it's when you're consistent, it just comes back. It comes back.
Yeah.
You just gotta
So,
stay consistent, keep
One
working.
thing, let me ask you let me ask you 3 things, right? Give me the top 3 things that you say you've learned over this, how'd you say, 15 years you said?
15 years.
So over these 15 years that you've been in this entertainment climb or whatever it is that you've been searching for, right? Your little bright light. Like, I would say, what would be the top 3 things that you would say are the crucial things to look out for in this game, homie, that you learned throughout the business?
Great question.
The number one thing, let me start with the number one thing, is dealing with people's egos, bro.
Really?
People's
That part.
egos, bro. People that
Get in the way or
they,
what?
they have a million followers. They have a million followers more than you, and
Yeah.
they feel like they could jump in front of you anytime and stop you what you're doing. Because you know what I mean. I had to deal with that my whole career. I'm so humble that I just let them be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, go ahead.
My reputation speaks for itself, and my brand speaks for itself. You
That
know what I
part.
mean? And you could put me with the lowest or with the highest. It's always gonna be the same content with me, dog. I'm always gonna write my own shit, do my own style. You can't
You don't
make
have
me
to steal.
Yeah,
copy
you
and
don't gotta
paste,
steal.
right?
Yeah, you don't gotta copy.
Okay.
You know
Not
what
that
I
there's
mean?
anything wrong with that.
Hey, but-
bro, I'm all for those. I jack beats, logo, I jack everything.
For you,
Yeah,
Jack
but-
Food News.
I jack the whole story.
Hey, but talking about that, it's kind of difficult because every comedy skit that's ever been done, I believe, has already been done in one shape or another, unless you're just a super genius. And that's like right now you see with the Cat Williams thing. Cat Williams has this guy saying this guy stole a joke, this guy stole a joke. I'm waiting for Joe Rogan to go and bang on these guys like he did Mencia. He was a super savior of the jokers.
Can I comment on that real quick?
Absolutely, let's go.
Check this out, Holmes. Yesterday, I was on a live, homie, and somebody told me, because I got this new song coming out today. It's called The Fresh Fool of Bel Air, right? Which is basically, I'm jacking the Fresh Prince, homie. So picture Will
fuck.
Smith.
It's badass though. I'm not gonna lie.
Homie,
From what I
You're doing
heard, that
parody,
shit's fire.
fool. You're doing parody.
My whole fucking
That's
life has
parody all
been
the
a
way.
parody, dog.
Yeah, Weird Al Yankovic stuff, carnal.
Okay, so somebody on the live went on there and said, "When you gonna fucking do your own shit?" Yeah. And I'm like, "Homie, check
was-
this
that was
out."
Fool's Gone Wild.
That's exactly how he said it. That's how I heard it.
Yeah.
So I sat there and I was like, "Okay, homie, you want to talk about me that I'm with jacking foods, right? Have you seen my logo? First of all, second of all." Every fucking time you copy and paste something, every time you take a screenshot of whatever street side or whatever fat booty you like on Instagram, you're stealing somebody's image.
Yeah, of course.
So you just did the same thing that I did. You just screenshotted it. I screenshotted the whole song.
They just got mad because you did it better than they did.
But the thing
Because
is-
you're doing it. Yeah,
but-
because you're
Because
doing
you're
it.
doing it better than they
if
are.
you're gonna throw that, they got blocked. But I'm just saying to answer
He
that
said
question.
they got blocked.
Yeah, my block.
Hey,
my
but I-
blocking
You got
fingers
to.
are like.
You got to. You can't go back.
That bar
far.
got me right.
Hey,
homie.
I feel like you shouldn't worry about. You shouldn't worry about the negative part of it because I look at it as fucking food, dog. This food just did the Fresh Prince about it. This is hilarious.
that's dope.
This is
I told you, this is
classic.
the
But you know
first
what?
time
But-
I'm
So my point was that I said, let's just say the Eiffel Tower. Somebody loves the Eiffel Tower so much. You talk all that shit, but you love the Eiffel Tower that you screenshot all these pictures of other photographers picturing the Eiffel Tower. If you're that much of a badass and that much of an original, get your bitch ass to France, get your bitch ass camera, and invent the camera yourself.
Why you gotta be a bitch though?
Don't see. I'm just saying. Well, because you're talking shit to me. That's why.
fool.
I'm just
because
checking, fool. I'm just
saying,
checking. That was me, fool. I gotta be a bitch.
If you're that original in your content and in your life, get out there and take the original picture of that Eiffel Tower.
It's just
I'm
fools.
saying,
It's just
copy
fools
and paste.
hating.
Yeah,
fool.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just
Right?
the internet just trying to get you to fold,
So,
get you
yeah.
to feel
bro,
a certain way,
it's
say a
like
certain
this
thing to get
whole-
you blocked, you know?
Nobody important is ever gonna is good. Nobody important is ever gonna
You know how
should
many
ever
times,
even.
You know how many times everything's been done over?
Yeah, for sure.
Everything's
sure.
been done over 1,000,000 times over. Your name ain't original.
Hey, before we keep going, we have a super chat in the building. Let's go ahead and pay some bills here. We have a super chat from Tito R, $5 super chat.
That's right.
His question is, what do you think about the 215 bodies found behind the Mississippi jail? Did you guys see any of that?
No, oh my
No,
God.
homie.
Yeah.
We too busy tripping on what we got going on
So
in
let me
Cali,
let
homie.
me give you a little bit of what happened there.
A ver.
I guess behind this old prison, they just happened to go back there, and it's a cemetery. All they did was pretty much put a stick, and there's 250 sticks out there, fool. They didn't put no names.
Yeah,
They,
oh, shit.
they didn't put no nothing. It was just like, you dead, we bury you, and
So they're all
That's
inmates.
fucking sad.
I want to
Oh,
say,
inmates?
if
Might have
anyone
been.
in the comment section, let me know. I want to say they're all inmates, fool.
See what they used to do back in the days, homie, these old penitentiaries, that a lot of these bodies were not claimed at the end of their lives, right?
That's true.
So what they did and even like Folsom and San Quentin, homie, for some of you fools that don't know, they had the old cemetery out
That's
back.
right.
And
Oh
so
my
even
God.
today, if you go to the prison and you look up the archives, they still got those cemeteries back there. It's just that some of these people never got claimed, and they still got those cemeteries. People still, I mean, now they probably cremate you because times are different. But
Right.
if they had markers like that, that's probably why. It's just
that,
for.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
And-
you got to remember that a lot of these, in these, a lot of
nobody's
these
claiming you.
prisons, it's the time of the Depression, famine. The United States went through a lot of shit. So if they had a lot of grave markers back there and behind a prison, it's probably just dead inmates that never got claimed by
All
the
right, we got
families,
some
so.
schooling right
Damn,
there,
fool.
homie. Look, the pintas
Intelligent
have
ass
done-
vatos.
it helps, homeboy.
La aventaste, fool.
Who knew you were that freaking smart, fool?
So, well, thank you for the question, homie. But before I go any further, homie,
keep it
and
rolling.
thank you, Carlos, homie, for all the insight as to what you've been going through. And it's a fucked up situation going to the YouTube yada and getting disciplined the way you did.
Hey, but you know what, dog? You know what? Hey, I'm not gonna lie, dog. They can shut me down, man. But I'm thankful to be standing here in front of American Cholo, one of my favorite broadcasters. Or should I say, my favorite podcaster right now?
That's
That's
right.
right.
homie.
But don't
And-
just think that. fool. You better think HR too, homie.
I know he felt. Hey, American Cholo. I know you felt how much I fuck with you by the way I hugged you, homie.
There you go, homeboy. One love, homie.
I even rubbed my huevos on your leg, homie. That's how tight the hug was.
He gave me that pupusa love, homie.
Hey, why gotta be
Like
pupusa,
atrás.
though?
That's right,
Hold up.
Hey, Central American, what you want, bro?
I'm half Salvi, too.
Homie, I'm right here surrounded by number Central Americans.
No, you have Salvi. I'm Fucatracho. What you
Hey,
want?
Cole.
You see, that's the perfect
the
part.
YouTube guy that jumps,
you,
I'm
you,
outnumbered
you just
for
did
sure.
exactly what I get at work a lot of times. When I be like clowning, hey, boy, jerote. I be getting some of the,
Cipote, man.
some of the Central Americans. They look at me.
So
I
for
be like,
you
don't
fools
trip.
who
I'm
don't know
Catracho.
out
Don't trip.
there,
Okay.
American Cholos Catracho, this food's
Chapin.
Chapin, and this Jaina's half Salvi and half
Mexi.
Paisa. So it's like, you can
Damn.
imagine that.
Mexi trucha.
See, but
Damn.
that's a good one.
That's
See,
right,
but
man.
that's what a lot of the culture is, and it's funny how people, and we're the only ones that will sit there and do that. Oh, you're not this.
Yeah.
The culture, I don't know how many homies I found out later in life as you got older. Damn, this was from Nicaragua. This
Yeah,
was from,
yeah,
yeah.
this was, what were you from where, fool? Because you didn't know that back then. You're just growing up with somebody, you're having a good time with them. They're your friends.
You wanna know what's crazy, dog? When I used to come to LA back in the days, in the late '80s, early '90s, Mexicans everywhere, dog. It was just pretty much Mexicans.
Right.
Now I come over here, dog. I swear it's rare to even somebody to say, "Hey, I'm Mexican." It's like Salvadorian, Hondureño,
You got everything,
Guatemalteco.
bro. You got everything.
Damn,
Yeah.
dog. I'm proud. Hey, much love to all my Central Americans, man. They
Pupusas
coming,
or
homie.
tamales?
They coming,
Both.
homie.
Pupusas or
See,
tamales?
Both,
That's
fool.
the
What you
question.
talking about, both?
Hey, fool, my mom
Starting to
makes
divide right
my
now.
mom makes probably one of the, and I'll put it on one of the best Mexican tamales you'll ever eat.
Oh,
right? She real small, not a
Yeah.
big one, and she also makes some damn good Central Americans. To me, I got best of both worlds.
Hey,
homeboy.
hey.
Banana leaf and
Okay.
shit.
With the banana
okay.
leaf, right?
Hey, girl,
I
have
just
you
tried one
tried
for the first
With
time
the
this season, the
crema?
Christmas season?
Oh,
a
yes.
Central American tamal from Honduras con todo y hueso and everything? Have you tried those?
I
They
had
put the
to
whole
have-
bone in that
Oh, they
motherfucker.
do. Yeah, my
In
mom
the
doesn't make
pit.
them like that, bro.
They cook it in the pit, no, under the earth and shit. No.
Oh no, that's something else. But no, my mom makes them almost
Yeah.
like a Central American one with
Yeah.
the Mexican twist.
Because there's
we grew
Guatemalan
up out here.
tamales, there's Hondureño tamales, and there's Salvadoreño tamales.
Salvadoreño
My favorite are Mexican tamales. I'm not gonna lie, dog. I'm gonna
Facts.
give it up to Mexican tamales, but
Hey,
but
that's right,
Guatemalan
Get this-
tamales
get this- get this
are
guy outta
good.
here. Hold on, get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here.
So moving on, homie. I want to give thank you, homie, for sharing a little bit of that. We'll
Yeah.
get back to that, but I want to give Nayely a huge shout out right here, homie. The homegirl from Florence.
Nayeli,
Cuba.
baby, that's right.
What's up? What's up?
We just heard Nayeli's podcast on Hood Stocks, and you did great, homie.
Thank
Said
you.
it. That was your first time.
That was my first time.
That's
Man,
right.
you guys really got into depth
We did.
and
we did.
into as to who you are, how you grew up.
Yeah.
And so go ahead and tell us a little bit. First of all, tell us your name and where you come from, and just tell a little bit about who Nayeli is.
So what's up, y'all? You already know. If you guys saw my hood stocks, my name is Nayeli. I'm a South Central baby. You already know. Whoop.
Whoop.
I grew up, in the hard side of South Central, just in the street, gang banging, getting, just doing every drug in the book, But life is different now. I'm a mom of 4.
Congrats on that.
I'm an independent woman.
That's right.
I work for the county. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And I'm doing right. It's just I'm still the same person that I was back then, but just a better version of that person today.
That's right.
That's right, homie. Well, shout out to
yeah.
you and I know Nayeli personally. I slept on her couch with I know her husband, the homie Proper
Yeah.
Frenchies.
My brother right here, fool. It's like my brother.
That's the homegirl right here, and I didn't know that me and Nayeli had been through a lot of similar circumstances. Like I'm a product of the Los Angeles County foster care system. I was in the LA County foster care system in the '80s, and I kind of find out that Nayeli was also a foster baby, right?
Yeah, since the age of 4 to the age of 19 when I emancipated. I
Okay,
went through homes
damn.
in and out, ran away a lot, went through placements, juvenile halls. I did it all. Like I said, I've done it all bad, and now I'm just trying to do it all good and all right now.
What? Not to go through your whole story, we can always do a solo interview. But what was that turning point that made you, that one moment that you can remember that actually, like, wait a minute, you started changing your life?
I got pregnant for the second time.
Okay.
Yeah, I got pregnant for the second time. The first time around, I found out I was pregnant with my oldest daughter. Now she's 16, gonna be 17, and with her, I tried to do good, and I fucking failed. I failed, and I fell back into life. And when I got pregnant again, I was like, it's my fucking time to be a mother instead of this, low life chola out here in the street. You know what I mean? So that was my wake up when I got pregnant for the second time. When I was like, it's time to wake the fuck up.
How many years after the first?
My daughter, it was in 2019 when
Right.
I found out I was pregnant with my second son.
And
And that's when I got clean. And this year, when the countdown
Shout out
was
to
going
that.
on, is counting 14 years I celebrated sober. So
That's
Damn.
dope.
Yeah,
congratulations, homie.
That's dope. That's
Yes.
dope.
So going
all I
to
do is smoke weed. Hey,
That's right.
Hey.
Cali sober.
California sober, homie.
I love
California
sober.
sober. Hashtag. So
Yeah.
so growing up in the foster care system, what you were like the 90s? Because you're younger than me, so it's
I'm
in the
from I'm a
90s, right?
Baby, yeah. 90s,
Well, I went through the 80s. In my time that I went through the LA County system, they didn't offer no resources such as therapy.
No, they
or
didn't.
Even in the time that you
In
were
the
there.
time when I was there too, they were barely starting it off. But I think the therapists that they were getting were non-licensed. They were just like,
They were
Filling,
fools.
they were filling the gap.
I feel like they were therapists needing therapy themselves.
Well,
You know
what
what I
happened
mean?
was, and I dove a little bit into this rabbit hole, homie, is that I've noticed that a lot of the times in the 80s and in the 90s, Los Angeles County Social Services was hiring people by need, not by not by obviously resource or
Not by experience
not by
or-
experience.
Not by
Yes,
experience.
so
And I
they
can
were
contest to that.
they were filling a void
Yeah.
and they couldn't fill it fast enough, so they were just getting anybody with
Yes.
any GED or high school credential or even lower base term of education being like even like general studies, associate's degree, something like that. That ain't capable of handling the capacity of something as
So
broken
deep.
as,
Yeah,
as
so
CPS.
broken.
More of children.
All they did was basically they just giving them part-time jobs, homie. Anybody
Right, 'cause
that wanted
with-
to fill the
Yeah.
void, there you go.
With adults, I do think that you make a better counselor when you like guys who've come out of prison and changed their life, guys who've been in gangs, drugs. They make good counselors to other adults, but for kids, you definitely need somebody who's an expert in the
because
field.
At the end of the day, when we're that young, you know, me coming up in that, you know, scenario, that scene, you know, it was hard for me because I didn't look up to nobody.
How
know?
were you before you went in as to, let's say, a year after? Like, how were you? What kind of kid were you before the who that snatched you up and put you in that home? What kind of, like, describe yourself if you can remember?
I honestly, I can't remember because I was young. I really can't remember.
So you don't remember any time,
just
like,
running around in the street, you know, just playing around in the front, you know, and, you know, for unfortunate circumstances, you know, my mom couldn't keep us and we would get taken away. So I just remember getting ripped out from my house so many times that I just got fed up going and staying at these strangers' homes, and I just started running away.
Would you say it was a cycle? Pretty much, it was coming from
It
your
was.
family to yours.
Yeah, it was a cycle. It was a cycle. And going back to the therapists, you know, like these therapists, they back then it was crucial. Like they were mean. They were there to judge you, and you know, they were there to judge you and tell you, you know, just basically make you feel like shit when they're supposed to be trying to make you feel better, you know, get you to talk about it. But I didn't even want to sit down with the therapist. I would cuss out the therapist.
Yeah,
you know, like
same.
I don't want to fucking sit with you. Like, who are you? Why would I talk to you?
Do you-
know?
Do you think it's humbled you? You think it's
It
humbled you?
has, because now I have a therapist.
Well, yeah, and you
You
also
know?
had to fucking go through how many lumps.
Yeah,
you had to,
exactly.
like, physically get humble.
But
They
I,
did.
I,
It
I
humbled
think
me- it
humbled me a lot.
I also believe though that when you're that young, it doesn't matter. It could have been a therapist that was educated, and you still would have been so because you're so mad at
You
the
know
world,
what?
Yeah.
dude.
You know
Yeah.
what though? A child that young shouldn't even have to go through that.
Well,
Let
yeah,
alone-
but
I mean,
unfortunately, life's
unfortunately-
fucked up, bro.
Life
Life
happens.
is yeah.
Life happens, and it happened the way it
So,
happened.
so do you feel like it was your first fight in foster care?
My first fight was at school from a foster home. Like they took me to.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
It all under the same umbrella.
Yes,
so,
yeah, 'cause
so
I
all
was
your
a mad
behavioral
child.
issues happened after or
After.
during foster
and
care?
after my first foster home.
How old were you when you got into a fight?
My first fight, I was about 8 years old.
Hey, did you guys do this? I don't know. Let me try to remember. you get the shoulder, and you guys do circles around each other, and then people start pushing each. I don't know if you guys did that one.
I've always been the type that, you know, I've always been the type like
In
I'm
elementary
little
school.
homies, you know?
I think that was the late 70s, homie.
That was early '80s, Holmes.
Man, when I went through there, bro, I used to tell the social worker because the lady, used to, like I said, the lady wasn't, she wasn't, she didn't know what she was doing. You know what I mean? She didn't have what it took. You want? Yeah. You know, the high not just they just gave her a paycheck. She was a lady from like Rwanda or Zimbabwe. Like she barely spoke any English. She didn't cook any kind of like American food, Mexican food. All she cooked was like straight up cultural food.
You know, when I heard you talking about that, I've been in a lot of homes where a lot of my foster homes mainly were African American families.
Yeah, but I'm not talking like
you know,
like
and-
African, like they're from Watts or they're from Compton. No, these foods are
from
like
the-
from Rwanda or Zimbabwe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like they're African Americans. Homie, like
Rwanda.
motherfuckers barely speak English.
Yeah,
but
and
they're here long enough to have a social security card and they figured out whatever.
They
way.
hustling.
Yeah,
Homie.
no, and the county pays for the homes for them to get all the foster kids, the beds,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
drawers. You know, we're county checks.
Bro, they were fools were
Growing
coming
in the
up.
System, we're county checks.
But you know what? They were still mean because in their culture they were a certain way, and then they come to the United States and they got to treat little brown babies who got kicked out of their homes, and they're mean to their own kids, let alone to them.
Foreign kids.
We were the
Yeah.
foreign kids, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And it's like next thing you know, you're being punished, and
Yeah.
then you're nobody listening to you because even though you weren't there because you were a bad kid. They didn't look at you. You fell under the same umbrella. You were there. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter whether you're a bad kid, whether you're breaking windows.
To them, it was a benefit at the end of the
you
day.
were just a number in the Los Angeles County
Hey,
CPS system.
when you guys were in group homes and stuff like that, was it different race kids or was it only
Yeah.
brown
Oh,
kids?
all kinds of races.
Everybody,
there was even
boys,
black kids in there too?
girls, Yes.
Everybody cool?
African-American,
Everybody was cool?
yeah.
Everybody
No, oh yeah, no. You know, the kids are kids, bro. Just imagine a bunch of orphans.
Yeah.
And
Just
everybody's
fucking-
mad at the world. I know I grew up
good.
Bro,
mad
I
at
used
the
to
world.
jack food's
Yeah, I was
cookies.
mad.
Like kids used to hide their cookies under their pillows, and
Yeah, 'cause
I used to take
normally-
them, and like that start problems. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Normally, when you foster home with other kids, from what I heard from my friends, you don't even end up being racial. You know what I mean? You end up.
Like end up being racist.
Yeah,
Did
like
you-
racial.
Nayeli,
Not
did you
racist,
end
but
up-
racial.
I don't want to put you on the spot like that, but I went through a point where I was racist.
I did too. You know, growing up, I did too. Low key, I would just, you know,
I don't.
and it was ugly. But that, I mean, I even have family that is half black.
Racism
You know what I
is
mean?
learned, homie.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
Racism is learned
I
and
think
it's
it was
also
taught. Yeah, it
unlearned.
was taught.
Yeah, well, that's part of my comedy now. Like, I'm getting racial now because
Yeah.
of. I be doing comedy interviews, so I like to interview black people because I like to ask black people if they can name Mexican rappers because none of them can because black people don't bump Mexican rap. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's one of my questions when I interview people.
I
Hey,
think
name.
that's a great question.
It is a great question.
Today
right?
at the Burbank Mall, I told this guy, name 2 Mexican gangsters. He said Fat Joe and Daddy Yankee. I said, órale, wait, all right. I mean, those are Mexicans of Puerto Rico.
I was Fat Joe. I heard Fat Joe been with the business. and
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Fat Joe's with
I
the
can't
biz.
take none away from Fat Joe,
Yeah,
homie.
Fat Joe's the
And
biz,
Daddy
homie.
Yankee, yo.
Hey, fool, don't mess with Daddy
Don't mess with
Yankee,
Daddy
homie.
Yankee, homie.
Don't let a pretty face fool you, carnal.
Lucha, homie.
Yeah, hey,
Said,
no,
don't
he-
let the pretty face fool you.
He don't no longer go by Danny Yankee, by the way. He turned very Christian this last 2 weeks.
Really?
A month. Yeah,
2
he's
weeks
done.
ago,
Oh, that's
like,
tight.
barely.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
buried like about 2 weeks ago or a month ago. He came out. He said he's not going by Daddy Yankee anymore. He's being by his name. And he's gonna go to the
hey,
Lord. Homeboy.
but that's what May said, homie. Now look at it, he's grabbing, slapping nalgas again,
it's,
like back
it's time to
then.
pay the Illuminati back, homeboy. You gotta go to church, carnal.
That's why I'm gonna be part of the Illuminati.
The full Illuminati.
Damn.
I'm good. I'll stick with my
Put
God.
your
That's
little
right.
tin hat on, homie, and
know-
let me fucking take you down the fucking rabbit hole.
I've been through so much that I always believed in God, fool. I've always believed in God, but I've never been the type to preach it out there like that, to go to church as much, you know. When I was younger, I was forced to go to misa. You know what I mean? And when you force me to do something, I don't want to do it. You know, I lose like the interest of doing it. You know what I mean? So it has to be where I want to go. You
Hey,
know?
but
So
the
I do believe in God.
The
I
Catholic
pray.
Church has to step it up, don't they, bro? I mean, to me, I'm sorry, but I would rather go to a Baptist church where they're singing, they're dancing,
Yeah, yeah.
they're a little more upbeat.
yeah.
Because you go to the Catholic one, it's like, dude, I'm watching
what's
this movie
crazy?
again and
Yeah, it's
again.
La Misa.
You know
yeah,
what's
it's
crazy,
like
dog?
Misa.
Trip on this. I completely lost my faith after I got cancer. Like completely lost, because not only that I get cancer, but like an infection hit my spine like so bad that my bone marrow was fucking fucked up, right? And that my spine was compressing its own way. I don't know if you ever felt like a spinal fracture or some sort of.
Oh, thank God, no.
I'm not talking about a slip disc.
No, I know,
or
fool.
hernia
I
disc.
could
I'm talking
imagine. That's
about,
why I said
a
thank God,
righteous
no.
fucking
Yeah.
fracture, homie, and multiple at the same time. I was paralyzed. So
Is that worse than muscle spasm? Is it worse?
jeez.
Muscle
Oh.
spasm suck. Have you ever had a muscle
Oh,
spasm?
yes,
Oh my
yes,
god.
yes.
Yeah, but a muscle spasm lasts 10
So,
seconds.
so that's weak. A muscle spasm is worse than that.
Less.
I mean, put it like this: the pain was so great that any movement, I was paralyzed. Any movement this way,
Yeah. That's yeah.
sneeze, homie, you take a shit, like
they couldn't give you no shots, and it wouldn't. That's how bad it was.
The pain was so great
That's
that
insane, right?
That
that's fucked
I was on morphine. That's when my pill addiction started.
Oh, okay.
That's when
Makes a
my pill
lot of
addiction
sense.
started was because I had cancer, and next thing you know, the doctor was pumping me with morphine. So anyhow, what I was saying was, damn, I lost my train of thought.
No,
No.
fool. But I'm glad. Look at you now. You're
Well,
really
you were
good.
talking about losing your
Look at you
faith,
now,
huh?
Oh yeah,
We're
back, we're back.
Thank you. So what happened was that the pain was so great, homie, that there was no explanation for me. That I was just like straight F you, God, straight up. I didn't care. Kill me.
You blame God for all the pain you're going through.
Well, who else do you blame?
Yeah, who else?
Damn.
Who else
fool.
do you blame when there's nobody else around? I was in a hospital bed, chained to by my ankle, chained to the gurney, and with 2 guards outside my door, and I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck?
Well,
Where am I
I'm
like-
sorry to tell you, but in the situation you're in, there's people
So
that would be
I lost
like,
my faith, right? I completely
Yeah.
lost it for years. I lost it for years. I turned to the universe. I started tripping on the universe on YouTube, and
Right.
especially and on fentanyl. On top of that, like
jeez.
evolved. Like fast forward to where morphine went to Norco to oxy to now I'm on fentanyl, and I'm fucking in the universe learning about Einstein and space time and fucking
full time
Stephen Hawking and I'm learning about black holes and fucking shooting. I'm learning about like, bro. I'm learning about everything, right?
Instead of
But I can
Well,
relate,
I
look.
started believing in the universe, not God. Like righteously, like I could sit there
That's
and
all right.
I could sit there and look
It's
up
okay,
and see,
fool.
right?
Yeah,
It's
it's
okay
alright.
because
Now,
I can relate.
no, because now like I can. There's no explanation for what's happening right now in my life. I could just say personally,
Right.
That there's things that I've seen that I can't explain, and I'm just like, fuck, homie. Like there's no explanation that it brought me back. So I don't know if you want to
Yeah.
put a round of applause
No,
for that.
no,
Probably not.
I can relate to you though when
So
you
you
say
have faith again, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I did,
well,
yeah.
that's the part I want to hear.
Yeah, well,
Foology.
well, I can tell you this.
Foology.
Look, I can tell you this. When you were saying that you lost faith for a while and you were, blaming God, I've been there, fool, and that shit's an ugly ass feeling.
Yeah,
you know,
for
and
sure.
then when you come back and you see your God again and you see the faith again that He is here for you.
Yeah.
It's nice, fool. Like I've been there, fool. I've been those angry days where it's just like, why me, why me?
They said, fool, you need to
know?
blame Satan because
You know
God
what?
is
Yeah.
all good.
No,
Satan
but-
is
Yeah.
all bad, Holmes.
It was-
I always blame the
But-
devil,
but
homie. To be
you
honest
see-
with
but
you,
you
when
know what?
It's like a train of
when something
certain
goes wrong, I blame the
people
devil,
that
homie. I'm
get
like,
to.
fuck you, you fucking
I
dick.
also
Why is this
lost,
shit
I
happening?
also lost my faith when I was on morphine, Norco, Oxycontin.
Well, that'll
and
do it.
fentanyl.
Well, you lose your soul doing that shit,
I
fool.
had no soul.
Yeah, you
so
lose
it was
your
really
soul,
easy
straight
to
up.
be like,
Yeah.
F you, God. Like,
Somebody asked, how did you kick the pill cravings?
I was taking over 10 fentanyl pills a day, the
Jeez,
M30s,
fool,
the
that's
ones that they
insane.
saw on the street from the fake Percocets. They call 'em
Oh my
perks. I was taking
Right.
over 10 of those a day. One is killing these kids. Just one, half of
Yeah,
one.
for sure.
But I've been a dope fiend my whole life, homie. That 10. I mean, I didn't just start at 10. I started at and then I worked my way up. I was taking it so long that I've took it more than 10, but that was
Right.
about my average. And how did I kick? My ex-wife left me, lost my house, crashed my truck,
Oh,
lost
you
my
started
dog.
hitting rock bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started losing everything like on a daily basis. Like today I lost my dog, tomorrow I lost my house, the next day I
Una
lost
por
my
otra,
wife,
güey, that's
the next
coming.
day I
Yeah.
lost my
Shots
shit
fired.
just started,
shots fired.
yeah, like shit just started just fucking hitting like
Domino effect.
domino,
One after
but
another.
like I'm not talking like weekly or monthly. I'm talking about like almost on the daily or every other day.
Yeah, but also it didn't
So,
happen overnight.
What
It
happened? How did I
added
do
up.
it? How did I do it? Is I woke up even in withdrawal and I went for a jog at 6 a.m. I felt like Rocky, right? I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew that if I was either gonna stay shaking in my bed or at least fucking just go running.
Move around.
So
yeah.
I went running and then I didn't know what else to do and I Googled NA in my area. And I went to NA. I didn't even know. And I went and I talked to the people in the NA. And they just kind of looked at me like, who's this fool, And they were just asking like anybody want to talk. And I didn't. I was just in the back kind of just like real hush-hush. But everybody just kind of like rubbernecked and looked at me like, fool, you're here for a reason. You gonna fucking talk or not. So I just got up.
Yeah.
And I started talking, and I cried literally like 5 minutes. I was so broken inside and in withdrawal that I cried for like 5 minutes, and fucking they just sat there and waited for me to stop crying. I sobbed basically, and then after like I finally got my composure, they asked me to come back that same night at 7 p.m. and I came back, and then I went back again the next day, twice a day for 3 months. That's how I got sober.
That's right.
So if you want to know how, I went to NA
Just
twice
keep
a
coming
day.
back.
I
Keep
went
coming
NA
back.
twice a day for 3 months because my fucking problem was that bad.
And that's what they say in NA too. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. And you did.
How'd you do it?
I told you I got pregnant for the
Oh,
second
that's
time,
right.
and I kicked. I found that I was pregnant. I was kicking while
You
I
never
was
went back?
pregnant.
You just been
I've
California sober
I've
this
been
whole time?
California sober this whole time, bro. Just I don't pick up anything else, or else I would not even be sitting here. If I pick up anything else,
I've been sober 21 months.
Uh-uh.
Off the
That's
fucking, off all that shit.
That's crazy.
And
fool.
it's gonna keep going, fool.
How about you?
I've never done drugs in my life. homie.
Never,
Never
fool?
in my life. I've never
That's
done
right.
coke.
would've
I've never
thought that
done
this
drugs.
was the first one to fucking hit
Nah,
the
man.
bag, Holmes.
I've smoked a little bit of weed, but I don't like weed. I don't.
No?
It doesn't do me no good.
I'm
you know?
offended.
So you don't drink nothing?
I drink special occasions, dog. I like to be a
Okay.
good example to my kids, homie. I don't want them to have a drunk dad or a drug addict dad,
Yeah.
I love my kids, homie.
How many kids
know?
you got?
I got 3.
3 kids.
3
That's
kids,
We met your
man.
son.
Yeah, little nasty. He's a little nasty for my old skits. I used to make old skits with my little son with a bandana and glasses on.
Oh, that's him?
That's little nasty.
Oh
Yeah, he
my
grew up.
God.
He's all big. Yeah.
Damn.
Little nasty, man.
How long
and
has it been since those?
he is the one that blew me up a lot though too, because he was funny as fuck.
I remember him. Yeah.
Do you remember Little Nasty?
when he
Yeah.
was little, yeah.
He used to be like, "What's up, fool?"
Damn, that's crazy. Look
He's
how
all big
he
now,
is
man. And yeah, I got another kid. I have athletes, man. My kids are all athletes. I have a D1.
right,
I have a
homie.
D1 wrestler that's doing good in Eagle to Cabrillo High School in Lompoc.
Yeah.
And that's a D1 wrestler, man. He makes me proud, man. I'm proud to grow up, not a drunk or an alcoholic or a drug
Or in
addict with
prison
my kids,
or-
man.
Yeah.
I want my kids to look
You
up to.
would look at this fool
That's
and
right.
swore that he fucking came from a
damn.
fucking Salvadorian
From the
But
bottom.
you see,
prison,
that's
from
where,
National
That's where
Geographic.
people like judge the book by its covers.
See,
That's where people get
that's
things
why, man.
turned around.
Look
because,
at-
because I thought the same thing too, and it's fucked up because I followed you for a long time. But damn, fool, I'm sorry.
And it's crazy because look at you're violent and I'm not, and I look crazier than you, and you're the one that's really crazy.
Thank you.
Loca, homie.
Thank you.
homie.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man.
So what are you
lived
working
it.
on? What are you working on now,
I-
Carlos? Like, tell us. But you know what? But I was the other day. You were telling me like, so I knew that it really affected you losing your account because the other day we were talking on the phone when I had invited you over,
Yeah.
and you were telling me like, bro, like. These fools don't even know today. Like I work with Ramon Ayala,
Yeah.
Bad Bunny,
Yeah.
and you just started name
yeah,
dropping
yeah.
on me.
I
and
name
was
drop,
like,
homie. I could go all day, man.
damn, I didn't know. I mean, I've known you for a long time, but to me, I just look at you like a sick ass fool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you.
It humbled me,
who-
dog. Losing my
who-
pages did humble me, homie.
Who are some of the people that you've worked with or
Let's see the name drop.
Yeah.
I go Nipsey Hussle.
Oh,
Damn.
shit,
The
okay.
Game,
Okay.
PewDiePie, which is the #1 YouTuber. He's a billionaire.
Billionaire?
Yeah, Cypress Hill. I done. Tyga. Gwen Stefani's husband from Bush. List goes on, man. List goes
Yeah,
on.
that's what's
List
up.
goes on, bro. But I did Caso Cerrado. I did Ridiculousness.
I think on that.
I did all kinds of.
I think on Ridiculousness.
Yeah, my. That's why, like, my resume is bigger than my pages. You know what I mean?
That's right. Hey, this fool right here. this
And
is-
now you know.
Now you know who you.
And if you want to know who's done it before me, this fool, and who did it before him, the other fool, and who didn't do it for me, probably you, fool. But
Yeah,
like,
man. Yeah, no, but right now, dog. Right now, what you were asking me that. What do I want to do right now? Okay, so, I when I was growing up, they would always put me on because I clown too much. So they thought I was special needs when I was little. So they put me on the what are those classes called?
The
ESL?
Huh?
IEP class.
They were called there's a word for it. With huh?
The special ed classes.
Titty ones.
Special ed.
Third-graders? No, that's fucked
I
up.
think they're special ed
The
classes.
special ed classes.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. So
Special
when
ed,
I was
there you
growing
go.
up, from 6th grade all the way up to my senior year in high school, I was in special ed classes. So I used to clown on the special ed kids. They used to clown on me, and it was always a friendly relationship. I wasn't bullying. That we were like I learned how to get along with them.
Yeah.
And now, and it's crazy because now that I'm putting my life together, I want to sign special need kids because they're funny as fuck. They're so real.
Yeah,
As
Yeah,
a special
they're-
needs person will never lie to you, homie.
Yeah.
If you have a moco, he'll tell you, "Hey, booger," but you have a booger. You know what I
I
mean?
used to work with when I was in Camp Afroball right here in Laverne. I was
Yeah.
busting one of the juvenile camps.
Yeah.
To have like one of the best jobs, there was a thing called Move Crew, and we used to work down with autistic
Autistic kids.
kids.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I worked with autistic kids. I was like 16 years
And
old.
they're funny, right? They're
Yeah.
they're badass,
Ooh,
dude.
I'm not gonna lie. They're smart.
They are, and they're
Dumb.
they're funny,
Fool,
homie.
they're not dumb. They just move a little different than us because they didn't develop the same, or their spines didn't develop the same. But there's something wrong with them that makes them that way, right? But their brains are not affected.
See, but you see, if you look at
I used to
the
want to sock these
look,
fools up.
I know, but look
I'm
at
not
dog.
gonna lie,
There's
because
there's
these fools used to
there's
push
Melvin.
me- They used to push my buttons.
This
Right?
fool,
I used
this
to tell them. Bro, I was 16, bro. Remember, I was 16.
Hey, dog, but you remember that.
And I used to tell them, homie, I know you, because they would punch you and try to bite you. And I'll tell them, I know this fool knows better. And then
Yeah,
after
yeah.
like 3 months, I'll be like, fool, bite me one more time.
No, like, cause if you look at the internet the history, Malvin the Great, the These Nuts guy with special needs.
Oh, Welvin.
Blew
Yeah.
up. Beetlejuice. Do you remember Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern show back in the day?
Yeah, of course.
Beetlejuice, and then now there's Ramoncito, the Mexican special needs kids. And
Yeah.
these are all kids. I love watching them, dog. They're so funny, dog. They put girls twerking on them, and the reactions are just hilarious to me. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I want to do, like in the future, is have like a little podcast or maybe a little group where we could do comedy stuff
Yeah,
like
just all
on stuff like
mess
that.
around, that's right.
Well,
You
I
know?
would say right now, homie, and I would just go out and just put it out there that since I got out of prison in 2015, homie, I seen you right away, and I never stopped seeing you. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about, that you went away,
Yeah.
or that your fucking page disappeared, because, it's not like you're always in my, right there,
Yeah.
but, homie, you've been there, you
I
still
see you
there,
still on
you're
my
here,
For You page.
Yeah.
fool, so you haven't went nowhere, dog. So I don't know what it is that you think you see, but I see you.
Yeah.
That's why you're here.
Hey,
right.
Gil, you ever heard of me, Gil, or not?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I mean, from the
everybody.
past, or
Ask the comments.
Oh
You
well,
guys ever heard of this fool?
I can't say from the past because I didn't have social media in the past.
Oh, okay,
4
okay.
years ago, or five, I had zero social media. When I say zero, I mean absolutely nothing, fool. So, but as soon as I got on social media, yeah, within weeks or months, you're definitely popping
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah,
don't
you're
even
out there,
train.
fool.
Yeah.
Nayeli, how about you? How long when did you feel that all of a sudden you started gaining this little notoriety, this little momentum, and you start getting recognized and shit? Do you get recognized
Well,
yet?
for me, I have been already recognized here and
That's
there.
right.
You know, I'm
That's how it starts.
trying to do I'm doing my photo shoots. You know, I've done Lowrider magazine.
Okay.
I'm doing a movie right now. Shout out Hubbard
Phone number's up there.
Street.
Hubbard Street,
Hubbard
homie.
Street. We're
That's
shooting
right.
for Hubbard Street right now.
That's right. Danny Trejo's in that.
Yeah, Danny. That's a Danny Trejo movie.
That's
Yes.
right.
Got to meet him. Had the pleasure to meet him at Polly's Projects thing. It was a blessing.
Shout
you
out
know.
Polly's
Polly's
Project.
Project.
Polly's
yeah.
Projects. I was out there this last Sunday too with them.
He dissed me one time, Daniel Trejo. I tried to do a skit in front of him one time. He told me, "Hey man, I don't fuck around like that, man. Get away from me."
Oh,
I was like, "Oh shit, all right, my bad."
Oh, you caught him on a bad day.
I got him on a bad one over.
Yeah,
Hey,
probably.
Machete, come on, Machete. Come on now.
We
You
all
gotta
get
come.
those days, fool.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were doing. I was out there with Polly's Project. Shout out Polly Project. You know, I was out there with, of course, myself, Proper Frenchies, my husband. I was out there with Lucky's Elixirs. Shout out to Lucky's Elixirs. I was out
You
there
work
too.
there too now,
Yeah,
right?
now I'm working for Lucky's Elixirs. I'm
Where
out
you
there
guys
in the
at? I'll let you
shop.
put it out there real quick.
I'm out. Come check me out. I'm at 5901 Whittier Boulevard, between
right.
Whittier
Shout
Boulevard
out
and
Dr. Fu.
Bradshaw. Come check me out. Yeah, Dr. Fu, Mrs. Fu, Lucky's Elixir, Proper Frenchies. You know, you guys all know what's
the
up.
homie.
Can I ask you a question? After?
Yes, go ahead.
How long you been breeding?
I've been breeding since 2019.
Okay,
2019, yes.
So you
and
got
right
puppies
now,
right now?
we just had
You
puppies
got
too.
puppies right now,
My
too? Me
puppies
too.
just turned 8 weeks, and I
Yeah?
have two. I just registered them last night with AKC, so I have two available right now. I got a girl and I got a boy available right
You know,
now.
Frenchies are
And they're big ropes.
Frenchies are the most adorable things, dog. And they're
Yeah.
small. They don't need too much maintenance at all.
No, they
You know
need
what I
a
mean?
lot of maintenance.
Yeah, but they're so little, like bullies. They eat
Well, the
everything.
thing
They
is
chew
that
everything. Like
Frenchies are gay,
look
fool.
it.
Frenchies, let me guess, get this
Frenchies
out
are
there, fool.
badass,
Hold on. Frenchies are gay, fool.
Hey.
Only
All of
trooper
a
would
sudden,
say that,
a couple
homie.
rappers got some Frenchies, and now they're everywhere, bro. And they're the cutest dogs in the
So-
world.
and my boy
So-
Gil's built like a Frenchie.
Low key.
You look like Gil looks like a buff little Frenchie. They're called meanies.
I'll take
So
a
we
mini.
got a Frenchie to start off because we wanted a dog for the house, and I didn't want nothing big. I didn't want nothing that drools. You know, I got OCD, so I like my house a certain way. You know, so I was like, well, maybe
Bro,
a
Frenchies
Frenchie,
are-
right?
Well, dogs make you feel a certain way. Dogs
Yeah.
make you feel a certain
I
way
love
for real.
dogs, yeah.
That's
If
why
you're
dog is
going
dog.
through it and if you're in a bad mood
Yeah.
and a dog sitting next to you
Yes.
wagging their tail and licking you, they're
Yeah.
telling you, man, it's gonna be all right, man.
only
You know what I
reason
mean?
they
And then they look at you and
Yeah.
their ears go higher. As a Frenchie, I know
The
when I'm
only
talking
reason
about my
they say
girl,
that
her ears go
Frenchies are
up.
high maintenance is because
They're spoiled.
only if you're gonna breed them. That's the
That's the
high
high
maintenance
maintenance
because
part,
it's
yeah.
like $500 for insemination.
Hey,
It's like the it's like the
C-section,
Hey,
you have whelping.
I've heard.
It's
I
the
don't know.
feeling.
I don't know if it's
That's
those
why.
ones, but the other. I've heard that fools have
If
to
you're just gonna
rub them
buy
off
one-
real quick.
Yeah.
Oh
that's the
yeah.
Frenchies.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
It's called pulling. It's called
Yeah,
pulling.
you pull
I
your
pull.
dog.
Is that like
I-
a fans only, or
I,
how do you do that?
I pull my own dogs, bro.
only.
like the thing is that they have a little ball in the middle of their
it
fucking
is,
shit.
huh?
So that's where you
and I do it, and all my homies make fun of me. My homies call me the golden hand, homie.
Oh my God! Imagine how they make fun of you.
Golden
Look at how they make.
Hey, fool.
Look at how they
The
make fun
dog's
of
like,
me.
"Rrr, here it comes,
No,
fool,
it's
here
funny
it
because
comes."
sometimes dogs will act violent. Sometimes, like,
Yeah.
I remember I pulled off a dog one time, and the next day he saw me, he was getting violent. He was like, he wanted me to rub him off again. I go, get the fuck off me, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up.
Yeah, so that's the Frenchies. You gotta pull them. You gotta artificially
Yeah, but-
inseminate the girl.
Yeah, dogs make you feel-
C-section.
Yeah, dogs make you feel right, man.
Yes.
You
Oh
know?
no, dogs in general. No, I love
Yeah.
dogs, bro.
Yeah.
I probably like dogs more than you guys, man.
Well, I can attest.
That part. Hey, tell me why I got a magnet on my refrigerator that says I'm not social, only with dogs, no humans.
I think I got a dog vibe.
No humans.
Hey, Gil, I got a dog vibe when I hugged you today. no wonder that hug was so long. It was like hugging a dog.
Yeah, me and dogs get along very
Oh,
well. boys.
dude.
Me and dogs get along very well. All right, people, you guys want to call in 747-279-8109, 747-279-8109.
Let's get some calls in, homie.
Did you guys hear about, and I want to get your guys' take on this, about the teacher who got caught somewhere like in the Midwest?
Yes.
She got caught for having sex with her 16-year-old.
Her dad found out.
And the dad found out.
And he got busted,
The dad
too.
didn't throw rata, and they arrested the dad as well. You
Yeah.
go first. Come on.
Oh,
Man,
Well, look,
that
homie.
was my son, I probably wouldn't have called the cops either.
I can't believe
lie.
I can't believe he got arrested. I heard that if the dad's fine with it, it's okay.
Well,
But it is weird if it was a girl.
But see, look,
Yeah.
I know my son. If my son, how old is he? 16?
16.
Okay, if my son's a pimp, right? Like his
Yeah,
dad.
yeah, but
Oh, stop
why
it.
is it weird? It's
not
hey,
okay.
you know
Oh,
what?
skip
You know
him.
what's weird? It's weird because if it happens with girls, you're a weirdo.
Yeah,
If it happens to
hold
a
on.
guy, he's a hero.
Yeah, now that's fucked up. You see that?
Let
That's
me finish.
no,
Damn, son. Hey, te aventaste,
No.
cabrón.
no, Flyboy, no.
No, so what happened, look, I would say, if my
Flyboy,
son,
would you let your son do that?
Well,
Fly?
see, look, a perfect example, real quick.
Flyboy.
Let me answer. Me and my brother, right? I have a brother who we're about a year apart. My
right.
younger brother. Two very different people. Me, I'm more, me rajo, you know what I'm saying? Never have, I probably never will. But my brother was very timid. Like, you could sit there and he would walk away and put his head down and kind of, you could tell he's timid. And people would hit him from the side of the head, shit
Right.
like that, right? So there's a difference between my 16-year-old son being like my timid brother and this lady fucking taking advantage of him, or his little pimp ass fool that was like me and this was trying to hit his teacher. Then it's a different story. So I would have to take the situation differently, homie. That's my
Yeah,
answer.
what was the thoughts of the kid? Okay, so I'm
That's
gonna
what
say
I'm saying. It all
this.
depends on what kind of kid
He was
you
thinking
have.
like the Frenchie. He's thinking it's going on. It's cracking. It's cracking
The
right
kid,
now.
I wonder how they got caught. I wonder if maybe the mom told on them, because the dad didn't tell. So how the fuck?
I hope the fucking mom told on
Well,
him,
that-
because if not, then
Oh, the
what
moms,
fuck?
are gonna tell. Dads are not gonna tell.
Yeah, dad's not gonna
Dads
tell.
are not
yeah.
gonna tell. I don't.
Yeah.
We had this conversation.
That's
with
But
weird.
why
It
not
depends
though?
on the-
That's
it
not
depends on
okay
the
for
kid.
a grown ass woman to take advantage of
a
a 16-year-old.
That's
right,
I
Mayeli,
got a
correct us,
16-year-old.
Mayeli.
That's
Hold on,
not
okay,
taking
I got a
advantage. Correct us, yeah, that's
16-year-old
right.
too. No, maybe it's not taking
Caller,
advantage,
who's this?
but mentally
Let's
taking
see.
advantage.
Caller, who's this?
I'm down with you, Mayeli. I'm down with you. I fuck with you.
What you got, brother?
What's up,
Talk to
homie?
us.
What's cracking, man? Shout out to the lovely young lady right there.
That's right.
Thank
Nayeli.
you, thank you.
What's going on, homie?
Hey, I would have thought that old boy right there. What's the homie's name right there?
I don't know.
Carlos?
Carlos Orellano.
This guy, the tattoo guy,
Man.
Flyboy. Talk to
Yeah.
us.
Nah, Carlos. Man, I would have thought you were the first one to do drugs, my brother. No
God
disrespect.
damn,
Yeah, I would have thought
homie.
you'd be the first
That's
one.
got
Over there,
you.
over,
Hey, do I look like
Hey,
I do
over there.
drugs? Do I look like I do
over
drugs?
there, over there looking like Charles Manson. Over there looking like Charles Manson out of Death Row and shit, my dude.
Hey, he looks like he wakes up doing a couple grams something major in the morning, huh, boy?
Hey, fool, would you trip out if you saw me in a dark alley and I was behind you?
Hell yeah, fool.
Ooh. Why?
Man, you be so, hey, homie, you be so white. I will see you coming,
But
brother.
I'm
Like, damn.
I'm green, homie.
Green. You think he's an alien?
You be glowing in the dark. You be glowing and
Damn,
shit,
dude,
my dude.
hey, you're gonna say this fool's an alien.
This fool always
Nah,
smiles.
it's all love and respect, man.
It's all
I
love,
want to
Doug.
say, you know,
All right, man.
Hey, appreciate the call, player.
Tell your sister I said hi.
Okay,
I said I look like a crackhead. Hey, that's
I would,
fucked up.
I would
Fuck
say,
that guy.
listen, for for all the guys,
Fuck you, fool.
For all the guys, the majority are gonna tell you no, because any guy at 16 years old right now, would you feel like a victim if your teacher did something when you were 16? And how about you, Flyboy?
I feel like a victim. Yeah,
feel like a victim?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You know,
Thank you.
I'm with whatever Nayeli says. I'm down with Nayeli.
He don't want to get canceled.
No. Hey, I got my pages taken out too much.
If my teacher fucking got at me and I liked her and I was 16 years old, then I did that.
I would fuck the shit out of my teacher at 16 years old. Sorry. Oh shit. Hey, the cancellation came out. The cancellation came out.
Hey, let's keep it real, fool.
I would fuck the shit out of my fucking teacher, dog. I used to have I used to have a teacher that was so fucking fine, fool. Oh my god,
and I
homie.
had this conversation with my wife last week, right?
Okay.
And what I told her, because she was
I
like,
would love to know what she had to say.
she was the same as you.
You never had a
disgusting.
fine guy
That's
teacher?
disgusting.
I have.
They shouldn't be doing that. I say, well, let me explain something very quick to you. That way, it'll make sense. That's why women identifying as men will never be men. Men are men, and men at 16 years old.
But you know what?
Come on.
Not every kid,
But-
not every kid's sexually active at 16. I
Yeah,
wasn't that sexually.
no,
I mean,
and that's why I said it is a
had done
victim.
it before, like here and there when I was 16.
Oh shit.
But
Yeah,
I
you
wasn't.
still a
So,
victim.
are you saying now that you're not
He's
gonna
he's
do the
still not
teacher?
sexually active.
So are you gonna do the teacher,
He
or are you not gonna do
smokes
the
a lot.
teacher? At
You
16?
better be full. Hold on.
At 16.
And she was bad.
Yeah,
No,
homie.
I-
Homie,
let me tell you
at
what.
16 years old, our fucking
Caller, who's this?
hormones are going
I
crazy.
would've- And I took it to the neighborhood too. Let
Caller,
the homies
who's
get
this?
that shit too.
Yeah,
What's
she
up?
wants
What's
to
up,
be
Jared? Your boy Product Pistolas, man.
Oh, what's up, Pistola? ¿Qué dices, carnal?
Hey, man, I'm just watching you guys. It's funny as fuck, man.
Oh, appreciate
And
that.
I'm
That's
just
right.
on some real shit. Can you guys go back and think and go back to high school? Did you have a fine ass teacher that you kind of wanted her to fucking?
Hey, homie, I had a teacher that if she told me to eat her ass, I would have ate her ass, homie.
there you go.
I mean, look, you know, I'm not gonna say all that, but Miss Gurtado, if you're out there. Miss Gurtado, if you're out there watching, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hubert Pineda was on you, dude. You know what I'm saying? I was hoping.
Hey, she's like
For me.
85 now. He'll still go.
I think it was 5th or 6th grade.
Hey, isn't there a movie by Adam Sandler like that?
There you
yeah,
go.
and there's a movie by Adam Sandler, right, where he gets a teacher pregnant. The movie with Adam Sandler.
I don't know if you get her
You see,
pregnant.
that's,
Yeah. There's a movie. There's a movie out there. I forgot what the movie was called.
The way he was saying,
There's definitely weirdo stuff, but I mean,
But
school,
I
you
grew
know
up
what I
in a
mean? The
different
kids
time
are
too, homie. You know,
the kids are barely learning. You know what I'm saying?
everybody's
Fucking
so
a
woke now,
17-year-old
and just
boy.
everything's so-
16-year-old boy, come on.
Hey, caller.
No, it shouldn't be 16, 8. You gotta wait till a person.
No, if it was the other way
nowadays-
around, I'd have a major
Well,
issue with
yeah,
it.
if it's
No,
your
but
daughter,
why
then
though?
yeah.
Why if it's the other
Hey,
way
caller,
around?
appreciate the call.
Yeah, let's
If
change
it's-
subject.
Hey, mute.
I'm not judging.
Yeah, if it was your daughter, you
No,
want
you
to
see,
tear
because
heads out.
I had a teacher. I remember I had a teacher. He was fine, and I've
Whoa,
always been
whoa.
the type of the girl that I liked older guys.
Right.
My man's 47. I'm 32.
Right.
Okay.
There you go.
But at the end of the day,
Damn,
The
I
DP
would
hey,
that's
never,
right.
I would never.
You could play student
never
teacher
step
with
up to
him.
my teacher like that and put myself in that position or put him in that position.
Well,
either.
that's the difference.
That's my
The
opinion.
difference is this. The difference is by nature, guys are the ones chasing the women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by nature, a woman should be like, no. The woman has to be the one
Yeah, stupid bitch.
that's more. Yeah,
Tell her come see me.
the guy.
I'll teach her. You want to go with a 16-year-old boy? I'll fucking teach her a lesson.
I
bitch.
bet your son won't talk to you for a
Piece of
year or
shit.
two.
I'm with Nayeli on that
Let
one.
me get that
She's from
bitch.
Florence too.
Nayeli's a gangster, homie.
Nayeli's, don't play with Nayeli.
Nayeli's done more time
That's
than me,
not
homie.
cool.
Fuck.
So all right. So let's say moving forward, so your whole Frenchie thing, you like what? Let's say 2023, that's over. And
That's gone.
what did you learn from 2023, and how you gonna apply it to maximize into 2024, homie?
Nayeli, you go first. Because I'm going to go off right now. Go ahead.
Okay, well, in 2023, you know, I let my heart be.
We got a caller.
Oh, go ahead.
Caller.
Caller.
I'll let you answer.
Hello. He's not talking.
Poor Nayeli always gets cut off on the call.
Yeah, I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead, Nayeli, go for it.
So I would say the only thing I would do differently in 2024 is just don't let my heart be too open to just anybody and everybody. Just be a little bit more reserved and a little more to myself as far as, you know, my career, what I want to do, you know, and where I'm trying to get to, you know. I'm trying to get my Frenchie business more out there, you know, my modeling, you know, my acting, and just you know,
That's right,
and I'm
Nayeli.
a vibe all the way across.
That's
so
right,
it's like
Nayeli.
I just keep vibing all 2024.
All I got to say about 2023 is fuck 2023,
Fuck
bro.
2023,
That,
bro.
I don't have nothing right to say about it, nothing
Fuck
positive to
that.
say about it. As soon as 2024 hit, dog, my mind was like, all right, new year.
2023, yeah.
Fuck yeah, fuck 2023,
That's right.
dog. So much
But
shit.
it's the same shit.
Nah, it's not the same shit.
You
Yeah,
gotta
well,
look at
yeah.
it, you see?
It's
You know
the
what?
same shit, fool.
I think that we're so amazed by all the things that would happen in 2023 that right away we want to go into 2024 fucking
Hell
guns
yeah.
blazing.
Hell,
bro.
hey, my
Wait a
guns
minute.
blazed at
No,
January when it
thought it
hit.
was this.
I think that you need to sit back for a little bit and chill out and kind of just reevaluate, at least for a little bit.
Well, I'm running in through it all the way. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
fuck
you could do
yeah.
head
that
in.
too.
Like, I'm
You're
running
coming out with your
down.
chest in off.
I'm like, what's up, 2024?
Get a caller in here, girl. Get a caller in
I
here.
thought we had one in here, but you don't talk.
Nayely's
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I'm right here. Hey,
I'm
up,
waiting for
caller?
you, player.
What's up,
Let's get it
fucker?
in.
Don't you still?
no, I didn't want to interrupt the conversation. It was going good.
Let's run it. Let's run it.
Go ahead.
That's right.
What's up,
Hey, you
caller?
guys are doing great.
Thank
But
you, homie.
on that topic of the teacher, check this out. My opinion is
Here we go.
it's not okay for a woman teacher and a young man, or a male teacher with a young lady.
Both.
Nayeli gang.
I don't-
Both
Nayeli
of
gang.
them. Both
There
of
you
them
go.
ain't right.
Hey,
Both of them ain't right.
only for the reason that look, a lot of us at 15 and 16 as young men will do a lot of things we're not supposed to do.
Hey,
or
dog.
we're not
Hey,
ready
dog.
to
Would
do.
you would have fucked your teacher if she told you to fuck her? If she said, "Hey, fuck me, bro." Would you do it or
I don't know
not?
if you say bro, I would her. If she said bro, I'm not.
I was gonna say, if she talked to me like that, I kind of have to worry if she was from the future.
Hey. Is that a yes or a no though? Would you fuck if she wanted to fuck?
So you had a teacher that you liked, and I assume in junior high or high school, you probably had a high now that you liked in your teacher. Would you
Yes,
know
yes,
it? I mean,
that's
would
what
you?
That's exactly my point.
Did you like her
though.
that much?
Well,
that you
answer the
wanted to-
question, fucker.
Okay, look, that's exactly my point. Yes, I would have.
Okay.
But I
Everybody
also,
would've.
There you go.
Everybody
Your
would've.
credibility.
Hey.
Hey, hang up on this guy.
Chalking up
You
the
fucking
deuces.
piece of shit.
hey,
Damn,
it's
fool.
not okay
Wait a
though
minute,
because
like they
I'm
say,
bad.
hold
I'm on your ass,
I'm
fool.
bad,
Is
fool.
that you
I'm
want to plead
fucking bad.
guilty
Hold
with
on,
an
hold on.
explanation?
He called in like an angel, and
he
now
said
he's a
okay,
fucking
yeah,
devil.
yeah.
I got the devil out of this
That's how
motherfucker,
it
man.
is.
Fuck you, fool. You're
Damn,
fucking.
fool. Hey, you answered the wrong
no,
way, fool.
all
Go
I'm
ahead,
saying,
Carter, go
all
ahead.
I'm saying is, for young men, we do a lot.
Fool, shut the
Yeah,
fuck
cut him
up, fool.
No.
Cut this fool off.
Hey, his wife hung up on him, fool.
Yeah, fuck
Vete a
that.
la verga, fool.
But
All
listen,
bad.
the reality is that a 16-year-old boy, 9 times out of 10, is
Yeah,
always
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be
yeah,
like,
yeah, 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 yeah.
And
But it's wrong in everybody's
the-
face when you're
Yeah,
Most
older.
of the
wrong.
cases
It's
that
wrong.
we see on the
It's
internet
just wrong.
are women teachers.
but why is that so
with
far?
Younger male students. It's rare that we see
the male ones
the
ain't,
male
they ain't doing that
teachers
shit
being
no
with the
more.
young girls. You don't see it that much.
Get another caller.
Caller, who's
Here
this?
and there, yeah, but those
I'm
are
on
like
I'm on
extreme
roast
cases.
mode. So.
Oh, bad.
Hello. Talk to us.
What's up, Gil? What's up, man? It's Tony Montana, man.
Oh, shit.
Órale.
Tony Montana's in the building. What's up, Tony
What's up,
Montana?
Hey, so what happened, man? The dude, he was 16, and how old was the teacher?
The teacher was in her...
Obviously over 18.
No, she was like late 20s, early 30s.
She was
Obviously.
a young teacher.
No.
Yeah,
She was a young teacher, and she got caught up with a
Disgusting ass bitch.
16-year-old
Hey.
student. And
And
She got-
she was a
I
good.
mean,
She was a
shit,
good.
she
She was a
looked good or
good.
what?
She was good looking. Yes. Yes.
okay, she was.
She
cute.
was fine as fuck.
So what was the
Shit,
problem?
man. I mean,
Well, if she
Hey.
gets too ugly, then you're gonna be like, no, son,
Hey,
what are you
homie,
doing?
the dad should have fucked.
hey,
though.
the only time I would have called the police if the bitch was ugly, brother. You know what I mean? For real, homie.
Yes! Fuck yeah, fool.
Hey,
Hey,
man.
what's his name? Hey, what's his name right there? Hey, what's his name? Carlos?
Carlos.
Hey,
What's up,
Hey
dad?
Carlos, Carlos, you said tell my sister I said hi. Hey man, don't tell your sister I said hi because she thinks I'm coming home tonight. Hey, peace out.
Fuck you, fool.
No
Hey,
rebuttal.
hey, tell your mom I said hi now.
Go ahead, give it to him.
He got his run back. Hey, but that's
He got me.
That's what it is.
He came back. He came back.
He came back.
You fucking piece of
He
shit.
came
Fuck
back,
you.
Set you up for a little bit, and then that's a good one.
Get you good.
Caller,
bro.
caller, who's this?
Hey, I got you.
Caller.
All right, check it out.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, so I didn't get to finish on the first call. So
All
on
right.
this one, I'm going to say, check it out. What I said was, for a 15 or 16-year-old, it's never okay, whether it be a young lady or a young man. I said young men will do anything, even though they're not supposed to or they're not ready to do these things. So they will do anything. Yes, I would have boned my teacher at 16, 15. Was I ready to? No. Are a lot of young men
Well,
at
how do they
15 or
become
16.
ready? They gotta get with the teacher.
So you're calling back to tell us
That you would have fucked your
that you would have fucked your teacher.
I think
You
you said that the
stupid
first time.
motherfucker. God damn, again.
All I'm saying is,
Good for
not
you,
right.
Hey, we need another caller.
No, he's standing on the moral. Listen, he's standing on the
I'm
moral
kidding, homie,
ground
I'm
that,
kidding.
that
He
you
said-
shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But he would have done it.
Yeah.
Okay, now
We
let me
get it.
ask you
I
this.
plead
So
guilty.
if the tables, let me ask you this. So
With
if
an
the tables were
explanation.
reversed, and if it was a guy teacher with a young 16-year-old,
With your daughter.
what would you say? What would you say?
That's all bad.
No, it's all
I
bad.
would
Then it's
say,
all
no,
bad.
That's not right.
It's
I
not
would
right.
say, no,
Exactly.
That's
So
not right.
how is it
Like
not
I said,
okay? How is it
a lot of
okay
young
for a
men
boy
will
to do
a
it?
lot of things that are that they're not ready
It's not
to
equal.
do.
It's
Anyhow,
not
let's
equal.
change the subject,
not.
homie.
Yeah.
Let's change
All right,
the
caller.
subject.
Go, next caller.
Shit.
Next
Yeah,
caller.
yeah, you're not gonna win that subject.
Fuck you,
Yeah,
fool.
let's change
You
the
lost.
subject.
I won already, fool. I'm sitting right here.
Here we go, caller. But they're not gonna
Hey,
stop.
let me ask a question,
Get some more
homie.
callers, though,
Did you
yeah.
guys feel that earthquake the other day? I know you probably
I
didn't.
did.
You felt
Yeah, I
it?
was at the shop. I felt it.
Hey, I got a question.
What you got?
I'm trying to ask a question for Fly Boy.
What's
All right,
up?
shoot.
Cracking fool.
Hey, Fly Boy, did you I'm watching the podcast right now, but
Mhm.
like, in order for you to get sober, do you have to take like any methadone, or did you just go cold turkey?
So when I sobered up, okay, I had sobered up off fentanyl probably like 4 or 5 times. I went through the withdrawal, but the thing was that I was on morphine too through my doctor. I was taking 30 milligram pills a day, so 90 milligrams pills a day. So when I would withdraw off of fentanyl, I was still taking my morphine, right? But it helped a little bit, but I was still going to heavy withdrawal. I mean, heavy withdrawal. The morphine really didn't do nothing because my body was so dependent on it. Anyhow, when I finally kicked, how I kicked was just tapering off. I cut the fentanyl all the way off, and I just went through the withdrawal one last time because I had done it 6 times before. So I just went through it one last time, and amarré un huevo, and I just said fuck it. So once I got that, but as I was going through the withdrawal, I was exercising. Bro, I couldn't even do like 5 push-ups and girl push-ups. Like when your knees are touching the floor, I couldn't even do 5. That's how weak my body was.
Damn.
So
But I continuously, like, it didn't matter if I was shaking all night, sweating in my sheets. I still got up and I went, even if it was for 15 minutes. Like, just to keep the pattern going, because if you're that broken to where you develop a little pattern, keep it going. Like hold on to it. Like you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Flyboy, if there's one thing that you would want to tell people, the first step to stopping drugs, what would you say?
And go to NA.
Yeah.
Whether you're withdrawing, whether you're thinking about getting sober, whether you're 1 day sober, 2 days sober, whether you're whatever.
Look, Fly Boy, I got a question, because like
That's how I
I
did
used to be an addict with fentanyl too, but I'm
Oh.
currently taking methadone.
Well,
I'm trying
yeah,
to
you
get
could
off
do that, but
methadone.
see, the thing was is that when I decided to finally get off fentanyl, it just so happened that it was the day before my re-up for my doctor, and so my doctor called, and as soon as he's like, "Hey, man, how you doing?" I was just like, it just fucking came out, bro. Like, I'm like, I'm sobbing, bro. Like, I can't even keep my breath. And he's like, what the fuck? I'm like telling him with my doctor, and he's ready to just give me my morphine. And he's sitting there watching me sob, bro. And he's like, what the fuck's wrong with him? You know? And I finally got my composure on him, and I told him, dude, I'm on fentanyl.
Oh shit.
Like, and by law, a doctor is by law required to automatically stop anything you got going on. So basically, I was just like, I was telling on myself because I knew that if I told him that I was on fentanyl, he was required by law to cut me off. So that was
Yeah.
my
That
rehab.
takes some balls though, fool.
Yeah.
Dog,
That
it
takes some
hurt me
balls.
that tears ran off.
That's what I mean.
Tears were coming down my face, and then, but not only that, it wasn't just my doctor. It was my doctor.
So-
It was me. It was NA. It was
How long was somebody's asking, how long was actual withdrawals? Would you say a week, month? What?
well, the withdrawal itself, of fentanyl itself, is a good 10 days, homie.
Ooh, that's deep.
It's a
bro.
good 10 days. So you better fucking have a room to go to. And if your family's there and they understand, just let them fucking. Cause me, what I do is I touch when I go into withdrawal, I touch every wall in every corner in that room. I'm on that motherfucker because I'm like a wild animal.
You can't stay still when you're
No, you
kicking.
can't. Like even the ceiling, bro. I'm literally like I'm telling you what I tell you. I touch every fucking corner. I really do.
Now, is that stuff as addicting as they say? Fentanyl?
It's 10 times. I used to do heroin.
Oh, I
dog.
hear that all
It's
the
10
time.
I never tried fentanyl,
It's
but I used to
worse
do
than
heroin.
fucking heroin.
Yeah.
Like 10 times worse than any heroin withdrawal
So as soon
I've
as
ever
you do it,
experienced.
it's almost like, let's say, like
And it puts you down 10 times worse than heroin too, and that's why people chase it,
Damn.
because after a while, once you've been doing heroin for so long,
It ain't
it
hitting you
doesn't
as
do
hard.
nothing to you no more.
Right.
So you move on to fentanyl, you're like, whoa.
Hey, doesn't it?
Where
Doesn't
you
it,
been all my
doesn't
life,
it
eh?
also? Doesn't it like start curving your back? Because when I see somebody that fool's on fentanyl, you start seeing the hunch in them.
Well, look at me, homie.
Is that what it does?
No, well, I don't know, homie. Me personally, I don't want to get into all that. If you want to get into that, you can watch my Hood Stocks interview, or you can watch my Indicted interview, because
That's right.
I don't want to rehash all
And
that.
shout out to everybody
Shout out to
that's
Negra
stopped
and
drugs.
Lucky, homie,
Shout out
but-
to everybody that's
But
that
you know
stopped
what?
drugs, stop doing
Obviously,
drugs.
I think
Sure.
that drugs do fuck your spine up. I
Yeah.
think that it fucks up your bone marrow.
It fucks up
Obviously,
anything in you, your
methamphetamine.
body completely.
If you knew the chemicals that are in that, these fentanyl pills that are coming over the border, all these acetaminophen pills, Tylenol, Norco, everything that you're putting in your body, homie, it's probably curving your back.
Right.
It's definitely killing your liver, fucking
Well,
up
it's
your
killing.
kidneys.
Yeah, it's destroying you.
Fucking up
So
your
if,
mind.
if you wanted to live to 80 years old, you're probably cutting it down to 65. You keep
For
going,
real.
you're probably down at 50. Like the longer you go, the shorter your lifespan.
Yeah.
So
And the quality of your life starts going
I
down as well.
hope and that's why I rob myself, because now that I'm sober and I created food news, like, fool, what if I die next year of some fucked up shit? And it's like, damn,
Hey,
this
Flyboy.
fool- this only came up just to die. Like, that's some fucked up shit.
that happens a lot too.
Can you get it up, Flyboy? Can you get it up right now? Easy. Alright, cool.
On call. It's hard right now. Don't touch me.
I just wanted to feel you.
he
Because
wants to- he
I'll
wants to
get
get
it
you
up.
like a-
As soon as you touch, you knuckle me, I'll get it up right now.
He wants to get you like the Frenchie. Fool.
But yeah, homie,
Oh,
dancers, yeah.
I get it up no matter what. homie.
That's deep, homeboy. That,
No, but hey, homie, so is he still there?
color.
Get another color.
No,
Get another
he's
color.
gone.
Well, yeah, but
So,
shout out to anybody,
I like colors.
you said, shout out to anybody that stopped doing drugs. Shout out to anybody that's still trying to get off of drugs. You know, I can just say straight up, like, you got this. Just keep going.
If you're on opiates, if you have to taper down, but don't think you can hold, like, let's say this is fucking, you don't even take Norcos, right? But you have 20 Norcos left and you're trying to taper down. Or don't try to taper down yourself, because you're going to start popping eventually when you feel really sick.
Caller, who's this?
Give them to somebody else that hasn't tapered
What's
down,
up, Gil?
taper you down.
What's
homie.
happening? Who's this? Talk to
What's
us.
up, Flyboy?
What's up, fool?
Hey, what's up? What's up with it?
What's
Damn,
up?
I'm glad you're off drugs, bro. Congratulations, bro.
Thank you, homie.
Yeah, and everybody trying to kick that habit, homie.
Hey,
Fucking
that
echile
fentanyl.
ganas, man.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Aquí ando en el bus, tío. Me robaron la troca, güey.
No chingues, way. Who's this, Tony?
Yeah, valió madre, güey.
Again, fool? You got to move out of North
Nah,
Hollywood,
it's Manuel
carnal.
from downtown, fool.
Oh, is that where they got you at?
Nah, they got me right there in Chinatown, fool.
Damn.
Hey, you know what you got to get nowadays?
ass.
On
The
some-
chinos got you.
No, on some real shit. You know what you got to get in the car? You got to get the club back. You need the club. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You need the club
Yeah.
back. That fucking thing helps so much.
I've been seeing a lot of them on the cars.
Back
at
in the days,
malls.
it was a joke, but nowadays, I'm like, dude, you need a club. That
Yeah.
sucks, bro.
Nah, you need it. Nah, yeah, you need it. Nah, it's cool. I'm gonna just get another one, bro. Ni modo, you know. Like, that's what I
huevo.
get for fucking
Get
stealing cars
insurance,
back in the day,
fool.
homie.
Yeah, there you go, homeboy.
Yeah, that's my fucking karma, homie.
That's actually not a bad
got
way to look at it,
insurance?
so you don't have so bad. Hey,
Is it
dude,
survival
you got
insurance?
Hey,
insurance?
fool,
Talk to us.
my music teacher used to fucking be in the fucking classroom, dog, before class with a fucking student, dog. Pero like, dog, I was like in 6th grade, fool. So like, we didn't really like, I didn't really grasp the concept of like the sexual shit yet, homie.
Man.
But like, dog, I remember he was like, honestly, dog, I kind of had a crush on my 2nd grade teacher, though.
Yeah, but that's way too
No
young.
lie.
I don't see what you
Second
see.
grade?
I mean, the
Second
crushes,
grade? No,
is
that's too young
okay,
for
but
me.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see, like,
Dog, in 2nd grade, I already like girls, fool.
Yeah, me too,
Well, no, you
dog.
can start liking them, but you still don't even know what the hell you're gonna do with them. You just know I like them. That's
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
you're
see.
right. It wasn't like dirty, you know? It was
Yeah,
just more
no,
like,
no.
oh, shit, like, me gusta esa chava, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
that's the puppy crush you talk
Yeah.
about, homeboy. All right, Tony, hey, fool, stay
Yeah.
safe out there in the metro, carnal.
all right,
Put
you
the
two take
trucha.
care, homie.
All
All
right,
right,
brother.
órale.
That's the homie right there. They got us right.
Got carjacked.
Hey, got jacked twice? This is the second time?
The last time they stole his car. He lives right here in North Hollywood.
Oh,
They stole it, so
shit.
yeah, he's just having bad luck.
Welcome to North Hollywood,
Yeah,
homie.
but like he
Shit.
says, hey, he takes it like karma. Like, you know, he
Yeah,
steal
yeah,
cars
yeah.
back in the days. Now they're stealing his
Oh,
shit.
fuck. Yeah.
Hey, but back on the topic a little bit. You guys are actually the great focus group for me, because I have certain beliefs that people get upset about when it comes to like the homeless, the fools out on the tents, out on the streets, and all that shit. And they think that I'm being like cold blooded towards them, and I'm like, nah, fool. You guys aren't getting what I'm saying. I'm saying that they shouldn't allow people to just sit there, post up in a tent, set up shop, give them money. That's just enabling people when they're giving you here's your voucher for your hotel, but you're not drug testing them, and you're not putting, in other words, any accountability to that free money. What do you think, Flyboy?
I think there's different levels to mental health. I don't think it just falls under addiction. Obviously, addiction is a big part of it. But even without addiction, you're still going to have a problem on your hands, because just because you tackle the addiction problem doesn't mean you just tackle the mental health. And I think that until you separate the two, you really don't know which is which. You know what I mean? Because they both fall. When people are under the influence, obviously their mental health is unstable. And so they act a certain way. But like, that doesn't mean que no te quedaste arriba, homie.
No, for
you know
sure,
what I'm saying? So
for sure.
You don't know who stayed up and who stayed down until you sober them up, and then that's when you start seeing, because you start seeing motherfuckers doing this shit. That's all from fucking years of drug abuse. So it's like you don't know what level of function you're at until you're really, really off.
But
So
I will say, just by living here, and the majority, I would say at least 80% of the people on the streets out here are on drugs. First off, right?
Well, yeah.
Whether if that drug was for mental health, or just started getting high in the block, and
It
then
starts with the drug.
and then the party just never stopped.
You got to conquer the drug problem before you try to conquer the mental health problem.
Giving away, throwing all this money at it. That's what they're doing. Throwing all this money at it without any accountability.
Like building apartments.
And they're like right here,
filling up hotels with addicts. I've seen you know what? I've never really dove that deep into it, like other than what I've seen on the news and on the internet. But I've never really seen it firsthand, because I live way out in the IE, homie. I'm sure they got that shit out there too. But fools out there just sleep in the street. Right here, they got a whole apartments for these motherfuckers. So
well, California has spent already I want to say $12 billion in the last 3 or 4 years.
That's more than what. Look, I come from the streets, so I slept in the streets. I've slept out there in the tents. I've been out there, so.
Oh really?
Yes, I have.
So you were out there on the streets,
I
was.
I was out there getting high. I do have mental health. That's why I do have a therapist. I have major anxiety. I got depression. I'm angry. I'm angry as fuck a lot sometimes. Yeah, like you said, I agree. The mental health, you gotta attack first the drug use.
Yeah, you gotta attack one before you try to attack the other.
Mental health, because the mental health comes from eternal PTSD from back then in life, before the drugs ever started.
And the chemicals ravaging your body.
But so you're perfect to have this conversation with. But isn't it also, wouldn't you think it would do more of a service if there was actually a place? To me, I say this. They shouldn't allow people to set up tents and just get high. They should be going over there, hey, you can't do this. If you want to do this, here's your spot.
I agree. No, I agree. I wouldn't even give you a spot at this point. I would just better be like, look, I'm going to put you in here and I'm going to help you kick. How about that?
That's what I'm saying.
Because back then, I would have wanted that. I would have wanted somebody to be like, hey, come, I'm going to help you. Let me help you. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to get your mind right, something. No.
There's help out there if you want it. There's resources for everything, bro.
Yeah, but now what they're doing, they're giving people spots to go get high. They're giving them needles.
They're giving them needles. Pipes.
What can we do?
That's the problem.
You know what I mean?
But they need people like yourselves who were in that situation to stay, hey, this isn't working. Because when I say it, they say, oh, Gil's whitewash, he fucking, he's the guy that doesn't know. I'm like, fool, I see this shit every day. And it's not that. You're giving a dolphin a crack pipe, you're giving a hotel, you're giving a license to get high, in other words.
Yeah, you give me something like that, I'm going to get high real quick. You know what I mean? But if you try to tell me, oh, let me help you instead, it all matters too. Do you want the help? Do you want the help?
Tony, I'm going to charge you $1.99 a call. Tony, what's going on?
What's up? Hey, the last one that called wasn't me. I was listening.
Oh fuck! I thought that was you, Tony. I thought they got your fucking right again. I know.
No, I don't. Hey, fool.
Go ahead.
Hey, fool. I don't dial 911 no more. I dial 357. Yeah. No, hey,
what's good?
You guys got some good conversation. Hey, today's I started truck driving, bro. This is day 2, and I almost didn't kill somebody. So.
Are you driving trucks now?
Yeah, that's why I got my license on Friday.
That's
Congratulations,
what's up,
man.
That's right.
That's tight.
Congrats on that.
A lot of people are getting their truck license nowadays. That's pretty
How do
bad.
we read the comments?
Yeah,
you don't read the comments.
Hey, anyone on
no,
parole,
I don't want to read the comments because I'll go off.
They pay for that now. You go to the program if you're on parole probation and you say I want a career, they start getting into truck driving.
See, that's tight.
Hey, God forbid they get busted or something, their license still stays intact as long as they don't get a DUI. So I'm probably the only fool that went to the trucking school that didn't. Well, I wasn't on parole probation. It was crazy.
See, that would make people.
Everybody that I know, like everybody that I hang out with, has either been on probation or parole, and now they're doing great.
Yeah, that's part of it's part
A
of
lot
growing.
of fools that I know,
It's part of
too.
growing.
They're doing great. Her husband, my homie French, he's fucking doing awesome. That fool's in Hubbard Street too. The movie.
Yeah, my husband.
They were on Lowrider. You guys were on the Lowrider magazine.
Nice.
Yeah, he did 20 years in prison, and now he's been out.
They
almost
met
6
at Homeboy
years
Industries.
now.
Oh.
Yeah, we met at Homeboy Industries.
Yes.
Turned out a
They
love
were getting
story
their
out of
they were getting their
Homeboys.
ex's tattoos removed by Father Boyle.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
They fell in love,
And
eh?
low-key, and that's what we got to push in our community, dog. That doing good is cool now.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Positivity.
You know what, man?
That's what I said when I first got here, man.
We're all
Positivity is
about
it, homie.
Positivity,
Positivity,
Yeah.
bro.
It's all about growth.
Doing good
And
is cool.
as a matter of fact, to continue on this topic, next week's episode, I will be here as my guest will be my friend Sonia, which is a licensed therapist, and my homeboy Ernie Serrano from Scope downtown LA, which is a nonprofit over there on Florence and Western. So they're both from Pomona. So that's my home team. So we're gonna have a whole panel from the homies from Pomona to let you food, and they both one. You know what? I'll let him say where he's from if he wants to, but he's from the neighborhood. She grew up in the neighborhood. I'm from the neighborhood, and we're all three people that grew up in the same environment, trying to just.
Trying to be different.
Trying to
make it better.
accomplish something, bro, because she has a master's degree, and she grew up in the same block I did. And then this fool did 31 years in prison, and now he's on the board of, a nonprofit down in downtown LA. So
That's right.
nothing should stop you from achieving the goal that you want. If you could dream it, homie, you can achieve it. All you gotta do is put a little backbone into it, and you got
Appreciate
it.
the call, Tony, like always, homeboy.
Hey, Pomona in the house.
P-Town,
That's
homie.
right.
Thank you, dog.
Hey,
What's
hey,
up?
I wanted to add something real quick. Hey, so you guys were talking about those teachers, right? The ones that were like horny or whatever. Hey, when I was in the 10th grade, I had a teacher who was a feminist, never wore a bra, and the AC was always cold in her room. Let's just say she had the best.
Hey, homie, how hard did you get when you seen him, though?
Hold on. Let's just say she had the best attendance of the
That's a good one. All right, Tony. Appreciate the call, bro.
All right, homie. Well, with that, everybody, I want to say thank you, Foods, homie, for coming through to this episode number 2 of Flyboy Food News Broadcast. Shout out American Cholo for having me on. I'm going to start with you, Nayeli, homie. I'm going to say thank you, and you know you're my homegirl for life.
Thank you for having me. You're my
Yeah,
brother
and
from
I'm gonna go ahead and give you the mic and let you go ahead and tell everybody what you got going on the way out. So it's all you, homie.
Dale, Nayeli, dale.
All right, so right now I'm shooting the last couple scenes for Hubbard Street. We got those dates already scheduled, so stay tuned for that one. Just follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is at 3ly_Romero. Our business account is properfrenchies_. And then, well, besides that, I got a photo shoot. I got some photo shoots set up, coming up. So yeah, I'm just trying to stay busy this 2024 and just get it right.
We gotta work, Nayeli. We gotta work, man.
Let's do
We gotta
it.
work.
Let's
Shout
collab.
out
Before you
Proper
leave, we're doing the
Frenchies.
skit.
Thank you so much
Let's
for
do
coming
it.
through as always, homie. I appreciate you. You've always,
Thank you,
like I
fool.
said, I slept on her couch, homie. She's fed me.
We're family, fool.
Nayeli's a gangster, man. She's a
Exactly,
gangster.
homie. That's the
She's a
homegirl.
gangster,
So make
homie.
sure you guys follow her and her Frenchie page at Proper Frenchies, homie. So thank you, homie.
Thank you for having me.
Carlos,
¿Qué onda,
thank
güey?
you, homie. Mr. fucking comeback kid. Fucking call it whatever you want. Just don't call me late for supper. Tell them what
that
you want to
part.
tell them, homie.
Hey, man, I got a lot of things coming, man, but I'm gonna be doing a lot of comedy interviews. I'm gonna be doing a lot of comedy skits, and I'm definitely doing a podcast tour, man. I'm doing a podcast tour. I have a long story, man. We didn't even get to 2% of my story over here, but I got a long story and a little bit for each podcast. You know what I mean? But big
That's
shout out to
right.
American Cholo, man. Pinche catracho de mierda.
Shout
Te
out
amo,
to
güey.
Cholo.
I
I'ma
fuck,
call you out,
I
fool.
fuck with American Cholo, man, and I fuck my boy food community. It was a good way to come in 2023, man. 2024, because fuck 2023. Remember? Yeah, man. But
2023 is out.
yeah, man. But yeah, man. But shout out to you guys. Thank you for having me, man.
Thank
that's
you,
right.
homie.
For
Full
sure.
news.
And with that, Playboys, I think we're out. We'll catch you next week.
That's
Thank you,
right.
homie. Killer Kush.
Rato,
Let 'em
güey.
know.
Thank you, homie. Hate Our Extracts, homie. Make sure you guys follow them at Hate Our Extracts on Instagram and Killer Kush _420.
Funny.
Make sure you follow Full News Network.